is windy as all
It's a
hell.
beautiful day in this
Okay,
neighborhood. A beautiful day for a
we
neighbor.
are about to
Would
expel
you be mine?
the Twitter files. How am I going to do that? Because I'm going to be the one to break to you the latest edition of Twitter files. And part of what I'm going to break to you is the fact that none of the Twitter files people are going to mention this. Not only am I going to beat them to it, they're not going to ever really report on this, generally speaking. And by them not reporting on this Twitter file, shows that Twitter files was nothing more than typical American partisan politics, uh, influencers pandering to the ideology of a certain audience. It was nothing about freedom of speech. It was nothing about, we're gonna show you what the government's doing, and oh, this is what they don't want you to know. None of that, man. Because if it was, I wouldn't be, a nobody like me on YouTube with no subscribers wouldn't be the one breaking this to you. So, breaking news: the DOJ was trying to get access to Donald Trump's Twitter account. All right. Twitter, according to the Twitter files, is supposed to be anti-conservative, and they're trying to get Trump and blah 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 blah. Right? All these anti-Trump liberals working there. Right? So naturally, you know what happened, right? Twitter gave the files. I mean, they didn't really have to even ask. Twitter was like, "Here, take a look. Look at Donald Trump's account. Look all you want. Anything we can do to help you to get rid of Trump because we hate him." That is what the Twitter files buffoons would like you to think, right? If you believe their narrative, right? The guy who got smeared, attacked by the Democrats, so-called journalist, right? If you believe his narrative, then you would think what I just said is true, but it's not true. Twitter did not just give up Donald Trump's data. Now, consider they had a warrant. They had a warrant to have access to Donald Trump's account, so they could do searches and see what he's been saying on Twitter behind the scenes. Right? They had a warrant. So Twitter is supposedly some anti-conservative, thing, and they after Trump and blah 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 blah. And you got a goddamn warrant. It's not even like you're just asking professional courtesy. You have a warrant. And you mean to tell me Twitter didn't just give up the files? Like, they had to sort of push them, and there was a whole back and forth, and then they were trying to get them to not let Trump know. I mean, they're doing an investigation. You can't let Trump know. Oh, you can destroy evidence, obviously, right? Why would you let them know in any other situation to any other person, right? So they fought to keep that from him. And I really don't think any of the Twitter files free speech people are going to report on this. Why? Because it goes against the narrative that is profitable to the audience that they pander to. Same formula we see all over partisan media, right? Left wing, right wing, mainstream media, independent media especially. No one in the independent media will admit that, but it's the same pattern. Let me go a little deeper, and to let you know, this is a big part of why the Twitter files buffoons are not going to be interested in talking about this, and why I'm the one breaking this to you. Why you haven't heard about this before I'm telling you about it. Twitter pushed back so hard, resisting giving the special counsel access to his account, that they ended up getting fined I think 350. Regardless, they got fined a lot of money. So they fought back, right? There was a warrant. They fought it. They took a fine. This liberal, anti-Trump, anti-conservative website fought back so hard to not give access to Trump's account to the special counsel investigating January 6th. And we know where, the people at Twitter, where they stand on January 6th. They fought so hard that they got fined. Ask yourself this question. If these people really care about freedom of speech and all this bullshit, right? I'm not saying freedom of speech is bullshit. I'm saying them talking about it is bullshit, right? If they really had any character, any spine whatsoever, if it wasn't all about greed and money and fame and attention, then they would be the ones breaking this to you, right? The only reason not to break it to you, because it goes against the narrative that the people they're pandering to like to hear. They want to hear about Twitter is this anti-conservative thing and this censoring conservatives and blah, 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 and they just want Trump. That's what they want to hear. That stuff will get you views and clicks and engagement and retweets. They don't want to hear that Twitter fought to keep Trump's account from the special counsel. They don't want to hear that. And since these people are only saying what their audience wants to hear, right? They conveniently report on things that promote a certain narrative. They're not going to want to report on this. They'll have no interest. Twitter files, drip, drip, drip. Ooh, the new Twitter files. Oh, they found this out. Oh, did you know the FBI? Oh, the Twitter. Everything conveniently fitting a narrative that would be most profitable to one of the most energized audiences on Twitter, the conservative system, right? Because you put out stuff on there, you got a whole network in unison. The Tim Pool and the Blaze TV and the Fox News and the Steven Crowder, all of these guys. You get a whole bunch of these influencers with tons of followers. Ooh, look at the latest Twitter file. Look at the latest Twitter file. Talk about this goddamn Twitter file. Bunch of clowns. This has been a breaking news story brought to you by the Debate Me channel. I say middle finger to the American left and the American right and the centrists that are just bumbling around. What's happening? Oh. Shout out to all the actual independent thinkers out there who are not in Zion, right? Taking the red pill so you can get out of the matrix and get into another matrix for people that question the system, right? Tate, the red pill community, right? Trump. Shout out to all the people who live in reality. Shout out to all the people who reject the matrix and the alternative matrix that has been created for those that question the system, right? Shout out to all the Twitter file buffoons and all the suckers that fell for their rhetoric about freedom of speech and we gotta protect speech in the government. They don't give a rat's ass about no goddamn freedom of speech. I don't mean that literally. It's not an absolute statement. But I'm just saying that's a show that they're putting on. Oh, we got to protect this and that. Nah, man. That's a show. In America, our media is entertainment, especially independent. It's about entertainment. I'm going to virtue signal to a certain audience that I know I'm going to get a lot of traction from and a lot of money from. Greed. For the love of money is the root of all evil. It's not about conservative, Democrat, liberal, progressive, Democrat, Republican. It's not about any of that stuff. It's about greed. That's what's driving all of this division, manipulation, dishonesty. That's what makes the world go round. Money, money, money. Green, not red and blue. Green.